Yo, 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 it's Gale Charmer here, back with another video, and today we got a new series for you guys I'm going to be doing on Phantom Forces. It's called Should You Use It? And basically what we're going to be doing is going over guns, and I'm going to rate these guns based on a few factors. I'm going to put them on the screen, what factors I'm going to be rating them on, and I'm going to give them like a rating overall at the end of the video and tell you whether you should use these guns or not. So today, the first gun of the series is the AK-47. I have no kills on it, so I'm gonna play it hella, and we're gonna go over the gun when I get like a decent amount of kills on it, and we're also gonna go over a setup that I think you guys should use on here. So first of all, we're gonna rate the gun with no attachments. So let's do that. Now the AK-47 in base it's absolutely insane if you know what you're doing, but it can feel terrible if you don't know what you're doing. I think the biggest advantage this gun has is its damage. You can get a 3-shot kill to the body out to almost 120 studs, and if you're hitting headshots, that's a 2-shot kill right there because it hits for 50 to the head. So yeah, I say the damage is perfect. The damage is really good. It's a heavy hitting AR. Can't complain about that. Now, on top of the damage, it also has really good penetration, so you're able to wallbang people through a lot of surfaces that other assault rifles can't. So if you're on warehouse, definitely hit some wall bangs on here, you know what I'm saying? I think there is some downsides we need to talk about with this weapon. It only fires at a 650 fire rate, so you don't have the fastest fire rate in the game. And I think the recoil and the camera kick can be fucking insane. Like it's pretty bad. Like the recoil on this gun is bad. I'm gonna show you the camera kick and recoil now. Now, I think another thing we need to mention is the muzzle velocity is not the best, so hitting people at long ranges can feel a little hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, this weapon's not that good at in range, you know what I mean? I think its empty reload speed is pretty bad too, so you definitely don't want to get caught reloading this gun in the middle of a fight. I will say, however, once you get used to this gun in base, it's literally a different gun. The gun can feel fucking insane. It's busted. Like, the recoil is pretty manageable when you're spraying, and it has insane damage in QCB, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what like, once you, in QCB, it's insane. I think it's, overall in base, it's a classic high-risk, high-reward assault rifle. It's not the easiest gun to use, don't get me wrong, but if you can control the recoil and consistently hit your shots, the damage and penetration on this gun literally make it a beast. I'd say the AK in base, it's alright. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10 in base. Maybe a 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But it's one of those guns where if you modify it, you're literally gonna have a best friend. Like what can I say? So let's get into the gun with attachments. So first of all, let's go over the setup I'm running. We're running a half-ring sight, but you can run whatever optic you want. I personally don't recommend red dots on here. I don't know why. I don't know. I wasn't messing with it. So I run an iron sight. I run either a full ring or a half ring. Maybe a half ring. Those are both good. For the barrel, I am running a muzzle brake because it reduces vertical recoil climb, and it has a 40% reduction in vertical kick, with a 15 increase to vertical stability, making the recoil very manageable. It makes the recoil very manageable. Now, you can also swap this out for a light suppressor, which basically it has a minor reduction to recoil. I would probably use a medium suppressor too. That has good stats on it for reducing rotational recoil. But I found the the light suppressor was pretty good. So yeah, muzzle brake or medium suppressor for the barrel is really good. For the underbarrel, I am running a folding grip that reduces your horizontal recoil variance by 10%, and it improves horizontal stability by 30%. You could also run a sideways grip. A sideways grip is really good on this weapon. But yeah, either a folding grip or a sideways grip. I keep the other at normal, but if you're on QCB, you can definitely swap the stock out for a remove stock. The remove stock's really good. I wouldn't recommend it in long-range scenarios because it's going to give your gun kind of a kick already. And the gun already has recoil, so you're kind of just adding on to it. For the ammo, I would run a hollow point, but you can... I actually wouldn't mess with the ammo, but I find that the hollow point is not terrible, you know? It'll give you more damage up close, and it increases your maximum damage. But you know, I would run normal. Normal's pretty good. And yeah, that's the setup. So we're gonna go over the criteria for us ranking the gun now. Let's get into it. Now, our first stat is damage. I'm gonna be giving this a 10 out of 10. Yes, a 10 out of 10. Due to the fact that this can 2-tap to head from most ranges, 3-tap to the body from most ranges too, and it just does it does a lot of damage with the different ammo conversions too. You can really switch it up and make the damage highly versatile. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 10 out of 10 for damage. Next, we've got range. I give the range a 4 out of 10. Due to the high recoil and the slightly below average muzzle velocity, it doesn't make it that good for ranged fights. So I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 10. I didn't find it to be very good in range. For recoil, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now, here's the thing with the recoil. It's a 3 out of 10 in base. Yes, the recoil is horrible in base. It's very hard to manage. But with attachments, it becomes really easy to manage, and the gun just becomes a beast. So I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10, like, you know, with attachments. Accuracy, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I think this is a very accurate gun. It hits when you want it to, and it does what you want it to do at the right time. Not in a long range fight, but yeah, accuracy, 7 out of 10. The fire rate, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. It's pretty mid. It only has a 600 fire rate. It's not that good. Like, the fire rate could be better, but it is an AK and it is heavy hitting, so that makes up for the fire rate being low. The handling is an 8 out of 10. I found that I could move around fast. My movement was pretty good on it. The ADS speed is manageable. The equipped speed and unequipped speed, it's manageable with attachments. So yeah, I'm gonna give the handling an 8 out of 10. Versatility. I consider versatile guns to be good in all settings, and I don't think this gun is that good in all settings. I think it's not that good in long range, and that's really about. I just feel like that long range brings it down a lot. The long range con brings it down a lot. So overall, I give this weapon a 7 out of 10. Yes, I'm gonna give this weapon a 7 out of 10. Now, should you use this weapon? Yes, for sure. You should definitely use this weapon. I don't see why not. It's a beautiful weapon with if you can modify it correctly, it turns into a beast. So yes, you should use this weapon. That's it. You should use this weapon. Now I'm gonna cue some clips.